Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking through my thought process and explaining why I am making all of the decisions that I am making in a ranked game of the finals in which I am solo queuing. So if a play goes well, I'll explain why it went well, and if a fight goes poorly, I'll explain why it went poorly and what I could have done better. I'm trying to destroy this wall, but our heavy sledgehammer does that for us, so I no longer need to do that. There's a person on top of this, I think it's a medium. I try shooting them a couple times with the KS-23, that doesn't work, and then I just revert to the charge and slam. I thought if I knocked over their cover, teammates would be able to shoot them a little bit easier, and I just thought my teammates would push in with me there. I don't think they did, so I just kind of went off on my own and died, so that was definitely my bad. But luckily our heavy's pretty good, and they just cleaned up that fight for us. But there are better fights to come, so I take a little bit of damage here. Stun on grenade lights. I see someone go invisible. I saw them there. I missed the shot. I try RPG them because I thought that's where they would be coming out from. The light kills my teammate, but then I saw them drop down, so I figure now it's just going to be a pretty safe time to go for the res. I did also dome. One teammate's back up. I'm gonna kill that person there in one shot because the KS-23 does a lot of damage. That light actually died to something else. I charged this person as they're going through the vent because obviously they can't move much when they're doing that. The light was behind me still, so I used the gateway to get away. And now I'm just gonna hit the light a couple times and probably finish them off like so. I think someone is still alive though. I don't quite know how. Maybe defib or they coined or something. There's a light here, and I think our heavy sledgehammer is just going to finish them off, and we have now won that fight and we still have the cash out. We were opening Vault 3 just there, but I actually want to do Cash Out D here. My teammate is also there already, so I'm just going to go with them, and we're going to try and 2v3 this and just make it out alive. I know from the previous fights that my heavy sledgehammer is decent, so I figure we can probably just take this, because two, decent heavies probably goes a long way in most of your fights. I domed this so they can go for a steal. Someone charges. That person was low, so I'm able to just finish them off. I figured this person was out here. They were. I charged them, and then I finished them off with the KS-23, and that is a team wipe, and now my teammate is just going to get the cash out. We're going to get this, and then I think our other teammate is going to be putting the vault into the other cash out. I am trying to fortify up this area. Someone demats from up above, and we can see where they are. They demat again. I'm kind of waiting for them to show themselves here so I can hit them with the KS-23 because it does pack quite a punch. That doesn't quite happen. They do drop down eventually, and then I just start charging them. They charge me as well, but they're lower, so I'm probably going to win this fight. My heavy is also with me. They winch them, and then they finish them off with the sledgehammer. And I guess our medium just did well there because the other two teammates, the other two enemies are also dead, so another team wipe for us. In the downtime between fights, you do just want to be fortifying the area as much as you possibly can with barricades and such. So they use some type of explosive to get in through this wall, which is one less explosive they have for the rest of the fight. I don't know if it was a frag or an RPG, but it's something they had to use to breach into the area, so it's one less thing they've got to cool down. Light comes in here. I just charge the light because I don't want to be dealing with the sword. I think the heavy kills them with the sledgehammer. There is some gas. Heavy throws it away. I was gonna res, but then the gas came in and I wanted to get rid of that. I could have just gone with the res and hoped that my heavy got that. That didn't quite happen. I miss a few shots on that medium there. They finish me with the Model 1887, and now it is just our heavy with their sledgehammer. They missed the winch, but they are going to get that kill regardless. Not a team wipe just yet though, so they kind of go into the corner here, hope the light comes out at the right time while they're swinging their heavy attack. Doesn't quite work, but we still did get the cash out, so getting wiped there doesn't really matter a whole lot. Now we're on to round 2. We're going to Vault 1. I RPG, always good to start off a fight with an RPG. They winch me, so I just immediately charge because I don't want to get killed by that sledgehammer or the SA-1216. I know as soon as I get winched, it's going to be a close range weapon, so I just want to charge that in case they take me out. I do drop down here. I dome it as well because I was a little bit low. I would have liked to get that health regen. Someone is above me though, so I take some more damage. I'm looking at my teammate's totem. I know that's there. I see my heavy taking damage, so I figure maybe I'm just going to go help them instead. They do get taken out. I miss a few shots with the KS-23 here, and then I start hitting them. I hit 3 in a row here, take out that medium. Then I'm gonna get the empty reload on this gun so I can reload quickly. There is a sledge here, so I'm trying to take this person out as well. They're a little bit further away. They missed their winch, which means I am able to just eliminate them as well. One teammate is up again. I'm gonna dome this. There's one chasing me, and I'm gonna try and move a little bit away from them to RPG them. That doesn't quite work. I knew they were gonna be out here. I do get a hit on them, and I do get the finish on them as well. So not too sure actually if a teammate coined there or if one was just still alive somehow. But I missed a few shots at the start, and then I kind of brought it back at the end. Just guessing where they were going to come out from based on where they were going, and just, you know, dealing burst damage with the KS-23 does get people low pretty quickly unless they push you, and I don't think anyone really pushed me. The heavy kind of waited by the wall for me to come out, and that just didn't go so well for them. Defending cash out C, there's someone past this way. I'm telling my teammate to come in because I want to barricade this. So now I've barricaded this. It's going to be a little bit more difficult for the enemies to get inside. Once my barricades are on cooldown, I can also place another one. So they all kind of appear there. I RPG that, miss the second shot, miss the third shot as well, and then I just go back because now I'm pretty low. So I'm going to want some health, which is now what I am getting. So if you want health, always go to your teammate that has the healing beam on. Don't make them come to you. It's going to be easier if you just go to them. Someone's stealing this, so I just charge it. It would have been nice to hit them with a normal charge and then hit them with the jump key charge, but it doesn't quite matter. And then I just have awful aim, so I do actually get taken out here. Sometimes you got to have good aim to not die, and for me, I didn't have good aim there, and therefore I just died. But it's not over just yet. I am heading to cash out A here. I see someone on the zip line. I hit them once, and then I'm trying to get the RPG, and I do end up getting that. You sometimes don't want to use it on like one person, but we are getting third party here, so we kind of need to wipe both of the teams as quickly as you possibly can, which is why I use the RPG there. There's a person here. I'm going to charge this. I was hoping they might be a little bit low from the previous encounter with my teammate. That isn't quite the case, and then the heavy sledgehammer just takes me out once again, and we are not going to get this cash out now. So, you know, sometimes you get third partied, sometimes it sucks, but, you know, that's the finals, and this was just one of those third parties where we didn't quite end up being victorious, and also we were rushing the cash out, but we had to because, you know, there was no other option really. So we rushed the cash out, and it just didn't work out. This time we are waiting at cash out D for the enemies to come to us. I think they demat and accidentally bring one of my enemies down, so now they know that we're here. I just go for a charge and slam. I get the assist there. Heavy sledgehammer, I think, takes them out. I am trying to shoot this person. I miss both my shots. Teammate ends up killing them though. They aren't wiped? No, they are wiped. They are wiped. Pink and purple is hard to tell the difference between, but they're wiped now. On to the next fight, which is right about here. So they're going to demat through the wall on the left. I didn't quite see that at the start when I was playing, but now obviously in hindsight I could have seen it straight away, but it doesn't really matter. He gets a winch. I whip out the RPG in preparation of the winch, and then I just RPG. That person gets knocked off of the area. Unfortunately, my medium isn't on this top floor still. I thought that if I died there, it would be okay because I could just get defib. That unfortunately isn't quite the case, but it actually is now because they're able to get back up. But they actually died to a flamethrower, so my heavy is the one that's going to end up reviving me. I'm checking the scoreboard to see who is alive on the enemy team. I RPG. I think this is a different team, actually. I think it was pink before, now it's purple. So I got a couple of kills there, but we did get wiped, so unfortunately we also don't get that cash out. Third parties are rough sometimes, and it just is like that. And there's not so much you can do about that. There's actually another team here, so even if we won that fight, we probably wouldn't have been able to defeat Orange as well. So just a little bit unfortunate. Heading to the next objective, and if we don't get one of these cash outs, then we are just going to lose the game, so we need to get one of these cash outs to win, really. I try hitting some shots with the KS-23, doesn't quite work out as well as I had hoped, doesn't work out at all, in fact. I RPG someone, heavy is going to finish them off, and now someone else is going to be in the area. I get shot, I look behind me, someone's there, and then there's actually a light here that's not where I was looking before. They're low from the first shot, and then I just finish them off with the second one. They almost killed me with the SH-1900 there, but not quite. Teammate goes to res the other teammate, so I'm just gonna try and chill in this corner while they're doing that. I don't want to die because then I'm someone else that they have to res. So there is a heavy sledgehammer there, and note how I'm not fighting them because my whole team isn't here just yet. And I don't want a 1v6, and it's a 1v6 because there are two teams in this area, not just the team of that heavy sledgehammer that I was just fighting, I believe. Trying to mark someone over there. I think they just used the jump pad. Here's the heavy sledgehammer again. I'm trying to keep my distance and just kind of slowly pick away at them from afar with the KS-23 because gotta play the advantages between the different weapons. The sledgehammer is gonna win up close, but if I'm, you know, at a close to medium range instead of point blank, I'm going to win that fight. So I try charging into them. I do take them out, but there is an orange here. All of orange is actually here, and we do end up getting wiped. So again, just another third party, and there's really not a whole lot you can do about them a lot of the time. So we are put in the position of having to go for a last second steal. So that's what we are doing right now. I am simply going to barricade this as much as I possibly can. Barricade it, and I'm doming it, and I'm gonna go for the steal. I think there is double dome here. Both my teammates are bloody blocking me as well, and then we do just get the cash out. So we don't beat orange at all there, but we still get the cash out. Sometimes you really just have to go and butt rush it. That's what we did there. It ends up working out. We're on to round 2. It's the final round, rather. My apologies. I think I said it was round 2, but it's the final round. So they're down the hallway from where my teammates were looking there. So I'm going on a big flank here. I'm going to try and get behind them and then charge into them. They're not quite there when I charge, though, so it doesn't quite work out. The heavy was low, and I do RPG both of them, so I'm able to finish them off. Well, actually, I think a teammate finishes them off, but I get a lot of people low. I kill a heavy, and then I think my teammates finish them off at pretty much the same time. So flanking as a heavy can work. Like, you're supposed to be the tank, but you can also go off on a flank sometimes and get a few picks from where the enemies least expect it. And it's pretty useful to do as a heavy because, you know, you have lots of destructive capabilities, so flanking isn't too difficult. We are trying to fortify this cash out here, and I think one teammate is about to die. I think they're kind of by like the jump pad area to where you have to jump pad to get over here. They're marking enemies. I'm just trying to fortify this area still, and I think they try to run away, but the enemies, I guess, just come at them all at once, and then they do just get down. I see a teammate trying to get through this barricade, and then I see them run away, and then I see an enemy following them, so I don't want to get rid of that, because while I'm resing this teammate, I want them to kind of struggle to get into that area themselves, and having the barricades there is still going to be beneficial. So it was I kind of like killed one of the teammates myself there because the barricade was there blocking them off, but one of our teammates was also far away and there wasn't a whole lot I could do about that, so I just tried making the best of the situation and keeping those barricades there while going to res the other one. Now I'm resing this one, and now we're all alive, and now it's just a plain old 3v3 here, and I also have all of my specializations still. So someone does die, I'm KSing them. Here I also give a charge there, and then I do an RPG. I'm able to finish that person off. I do end up dying though. Teammate was resing there, which is perfectly fine. Someone gets defib, so 2v3, but now it's a 2v2 again because I think the heavy took out 1 or 2 of them. And the medium is just chilling in this corner. I think I'm about to get defibbed. I am. But then the heavy doesn't. Oh no, the medium does actually end up doing it. We still haven't wiped the enemy, so this is a pretty long fight. And we're gonna see what happens. There's one resing in the corner here. I just missed my first shot while they're standing still, and I hit both the shots when they start moving. Classic KS-23 gunplay there for me. I just guess where they're going here from the charge. I'm just trying to chase them down. So even if I don't kill them, my teammates will be able to. They use a gateway, but they didn't use the other one. I'm trying to finish them off here. I am able to, but I'm guessing one of the other teammates coined. One of the enemies coined, but it doesn't really matter because we get the cash out. We double domed there, so it would have been pretty difficult for anyone to prevent us from getting that unless they dematted the floor or something, and then we just get the cash out. And I think we're going to clean up the fight here by just finishing off that last heavy over there. I don't quite know where the enemies are just yet, and then they start shooting at us as soon as the vault is open. But the heavy does actually kind of clear away here, so I'm just gonna go towards that. I think I see someone meshing. I know if they stop meshing, that's gonna have cooldown for quite a long time. I also see them getting healed, so I know they're probably low. So I try RPGing as soon as they stop meshing, and then I just insta-die. I think it's actually to frag grenades or something like that, but I die very, very quickly there. No, it's a sniper? No, it's to a model or something. I guess someone modeled me from behind or something like that, but I die very quickly there. I tried doing the right thing. I tried like shooting the person that was being healed after they turned the mesh shield away, and then the heavy just wasn't able to place that barricade properly, so we just lose that fight pretty quickly. Going up a zipline to the objective, and the enemies are all there seemingly, so I just get an RPG there, follow up with the KS-23 shot. And now I'm going to try and finish the person that's low and also healing their teammate first. And then I get a really lucky charge and slam. And then I get a really lucky charge and slam to wipe the enemies. I don't know if I got all 3 there, but I definitely got 2. Might have got the 3rd one as well. I'm not too sure how I would know that without looking at the kills and stuff, and I'm not going to do that. But, you know, sometimes just praying with the charge and slam does work, and that was one of those times. Enemies don't have a whole lot of time here. They need to be getting this pretty quickly. They don't have to, you know, rush it a crazy amount, but they do have to, you know, hurry up a little bit. I get a kill there. I just RPG'd and then KS-23. I'm trying to go for a cool shot against this person. Don't quite hit it, but I do end up finishing them off. And now I'm trying to get up here as quickly as I possibly can, just on the off chance that both of my teammates die and they start going for a steal. You do need to get up here pretty quickly. I try making that barricade play. It doesn't quite work, but it doesn't matter anymore because now my teammates have wiped the enemies. They finish off the last person, and so we just win because the enemies aren't going to have time to get back. So this was a pretty good game. I had a good heavy. I feel like our medium was okay, and then I also played pretty well myself as well. I think at the end we're going to see that we each had like a lot of kills, the heavy sledgehammer and me, and the medium was providing very good support with the heals and the defib and stuff like that. So all around, just a very decent, solid game. Nothing insane, but I feel like a lot of people watching this aren't going to have absolutely insane aim, because if they did, they'd probably already be in Ruby, you know? So I feel like it makes sense to just show a game that just went well, where we do well and win, instead of a game where like I don't die and I hit every single shot or something like that, because I feel like that's just a little bit unrealistic for the purpose of this video, if that makes sense. Also, if you ever have a teammate that you've played well with, then do just send them a friend request, because it's going to make it easier to climb up that ranked leaderboard, because solo queue can definitely be rough. I think the elo for this game was Plat 3. I think I was in Plat 3 when this happened. I'm currently in Plat 2, so I am climbing up. And yeah, there you go. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be it for this video. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Farewell.